Good morning. Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. Just finished a long run on a very hot and very humid morning, but I wanted to get on here and make this short and brief statement or processing of thoughts that I had while I ran, while it's still fresh in my mind, memory, and helps me pinpoint exactly what I feel, what I'm trying to convey, and what I think. And I'm going to ask you this question. It's going to take a little bit of effort on your part. Watch commercials. Watch commercials for a couple of days. Keep track periodically. And tell me if you were dropped on the face of the earth. That's my visiting cat back there, Pumpkin. My grandkids called it Pumpkin. If you were dropped on in Miami or on the face of the earth right now from another planet, didn't know anything about the earth, didn't know anything about not the earth, didn't know anything about Miami. Okay, let's say you were dropped in Miami, didn't know anything about Miami, didn't know anything about the United States. You were dropped in a major city in the United States, and you watch TV and you watch commercials. What would you think that the makeup of the country is? What is the predominant race, uh, sexual orientation, gender, um, ethnic background? What would you think is predominant? Not that we are not a melting pot, which this country is. It's what made this country great. But just watch the commercials and then tell me what you think. I'm trying to elicit thoughts and observations. I know what my thoughts are, but I don't want to prejudice anyone with my thoughts. Uh, but I think it's worth the investment of time. And after spending, and I would give it some time. I would give it a few days at least, maybe a week. And maybe you can even keep track on with pen and paper. A couple of minutes here or there as commercials pop up throughout the various days, and at the end, take your tally and see what the breakdown is, and compare it then to what the actual demographic breakdown of this country is. Because I've done all this, I've done this experiment, and it is amazingly tilted far from the country's demographic profile and makeup when it comes to television commercials, and at least the commercials is what I've studied. I have my thoughts on movies and series and that, but I can't tell you I've gone into enough detail there. But on the commercials, I have. So I think you'll find it interesting, and I think you'll see that you're being pandered to, you're being bribed, you're being toyed with. And when that is being done to you, it's because there are no good intentions behind it. I keep going back to the Romans, the bread and circuses, and look that up, the bread and circuses. How giving the plebeians, those in the lower socioeconomic level, giving the plebeians, the patricians, the rich, giving the plebeians bread, and then giving them the Colosseum with the lions, the Christians being fed to the lions, and the gladiators fighting, would keep the plebeians entertained, and felt that they were being given something by the rich. And the rich were basically doing this not because they cared for the plebeians. They were doing this because they knew that they could be outnumbered, overpowered, overthrown, and everything that they had could be taken from them should there be a plebeian revolution. So when you see what you're seeing today in society, especially in American society, the knee-jerk reaction towards what I'm seeing, make yourself very aware of the fact that this is only happening due to the fear of revolution, the fear of being overthrown, the fear of being overpowered, the fear of the masses seizing the assets and the means of production from the elite, the socioeconomic elite. They don't care about you. They're going to tell you that if you vote for them, they'll take care of you. They haven't, up till now, taken care of anybody but themselves. They are not going to take care of anybody but themselves in going forward. They just want to make sure that they are still the ones that get the first shot, the longest shot at the feeding trough. And then the few crumbs that may fall off, yeah, those are yours. But they're fat, happy, insulated, living in their bubble. And they're duping those that feel that they've been on the short end of the stick, rightly or wrongfully, that they feel that, because I'm of the opinion that nobody's on the wrong end of the stick unless you choose to be on the wrong end of the stick. But that's a different topic for a different day. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Do your homework. Let me know. Make a comment. Let me know if I'm crazy, if you think I'm right, what your thoughts are, okay? And we'll go from there. Thank you, and have a very good day.